Hi guys, this is B from Pens and Bullets, and today we're going to talk about our 2021 planning system. This is kind of like a new planning system that I am going to try to incorporate. Highlight on the word try. So let's kind of like flip the camera over and let's talk about this mountain. So I have divided this into like two piles of journals. This will be kind of like my working and daily journal, and this is going to be more like collections and morning journals and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about this first. I have two of these right now, and I'm going to talk about this one first. This is actually locally made, Catatan Lady Boss by the Blank Space. I think this is like an Indonesian brand, and I got this as a birthday present from I think the last 2 years actually. Yeah, like, and I haven't really do anything with it because first of all it is ring bound, and I am not a huge fan of ring bound, to be honest. But this size though, this size is actually quite perfect to do a lot of like bigger things. It is a bit bigger than your normal A5. So yeah, so I've decided to try this out into my passion project manager, because I do have like 3 projects that I want to pay attention a little bit more, which is like number 1 is my own YouTube channel, my singing covers YouTube channel in Bernice Nikki, and also my band Bloodwen, because I do sing in a metal band, and also Pens and Bullets. So I'm trying to become a little bit better, because if you follow me, I am quite famous for MIA-ing for like 2 months or so, and then suddenly I'm back and I'm like, hi, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent in 2021. At least that's kind of like my goal. So let's open it up. So you have like a little bit of a back pocket over here, and I've set this up. So this is kind of like a little bit of a quote from The Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, which I think is just like an amazing quote. Give yourself permission to create, no matter how afraid you are of failure. And then I just put like a nice, like a cute postcard. This is from Moon Pancake, and that is from Kame Hame, all local artists. I don't really do like the whole grid spacing kind of thing, so I just write like fun facts, which is like the width and the length of this particular book, which is, as you can see, a little bit bigger and wider than the normal ones. So I divided it into 3 sections, which is like Bernice Nikki, Bloodwind, which is like my band, and Pens and Bullets. So this is basically like what I'm going to focus on for 2021. And then the index, because as you can tell, there's like no page numbers, so I will probably need to do my own page numbers. This is actually a little bit of a slight mistake, because I'm supposed to do this on the page before, but I made this and then I decided, oh, you know what, like I would love to have like an index. So on a whim, I make it like this. I mean, whatever, it's fine, it's okay. And I've made like a calendar box for January, and I like how I can make like really big boxes over here. So I have like extra space for like notes. I keep it really simple. In here, I'm just going to focus on probably like deadlines or scheduling or something that I want to put for just these 3 projects over here. And also I have like kind of like goals of January divided into 4 sections, which is like week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then I think I'm going to enjoy this one. This one is a reflection from start to the end. So at the beginning of January, I'm going to write down how I'm feeling about those projects, and at the end of the month, I'm going to write down like the reflection. Was it a win? Was it a fail? Like, what can I do better? Or like, what can I maintain? And stuff like that. I have also set up for the next 4 weeks because I don't want to like set it up again. I don't know how I'm going to like this system, to be honest. Like this is the first time that I've ever used a project manager before. I usually put everything into like one bullet journal, but then it was not working out in 2020. Like I feel it was very difficult for me to find like information from here to there, and my teaching schedule is actually quite packed. I teach vocals in real life. That's kind of like my day job. So it's very difficult to put in like so many information into like one calendar. So I need to separate them both. So I'm trying this out and I don't know how I'm going to feel about this, but we'll see. Try out new things, you know, try out new things. 2021, whatever. All right, so this is like week 1 of January. I started on the 4th because that's like Monday 4th, and then I have Tuesday 5th, and so on and so on and so on until the 10th. And then I have like a quadrant, which is like again divided into 3 sections of the 3 different projects, and also more place for notes. So I'm giving myself a lot of like space to write on stuff. I haven't really put in like any stickers or like whatever, because usually the way that I journal is that I write down everything first, and then when I see there's like a blank space, then I put stickers afterwards. Some people put stickers first, like I'm the opposite of that. So this is like week 2, and then we have week 3. I just changed the color of the tombos that I used just to have a little bit of you know, variation. This is until week 4, and that's it. This is like all blank. I haven't decided whether I want to have like a monthly reflection. I might have that, or going straight to like February. I don't know yet. We'll see. So this is kind of like my project manager journal, which I'm looking forward. Hopefully it works. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So you guys are very familiar with this, I'm sure. And this is my love life, really. This is like my wife, this is my husband, this is my family. So I have this cover is custom made. I have been using this for 2 years. No, actually more than that. I believe I've used this for about 4 years. I think 3 to 4 years at least. So this is kind of like my working horse. This is my main bullet journal, and it's my 7th. And usually when I start like a new bullet journal, I always make this and I write down when do I start and when do I finish. Usually one book, it takes me about 5 months, I think, like, yeah, between 5 months, around 5 months ish, 5 to 6 months to finish like one journal. So yeah. I've made my title page. This is so cute. I love it. It's like, be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Aw, it's so cute. This is from Moon Pancake. Again, not sponsored. Like, I bought this with my own money and it's just really cute. So I'm trying out a you know, like a word of the year kind of thingy, which is right now it's motion. This is in Indonesian, it's called bergerak. Basically the philosophy of this is that I want to just keep moving, because 2020 has been a bit nuts for all of us, I think, and has taught me a lot of things as well, you know, like really bitter and sweet lessons. So but whatever it is, that I just want to focus on moving forward, even if it's just like one step at a time. And the next one, I have my future log, which I did like an Insta story on how I did this. I have a little bit of like birthdays and stuff like that. I was actually contemplating whether I want to make it until like December, or do I want to just like make half a year, because I know that I'm going to finish this by probably May or June. But yeah, whatever, like I decided to just do everything, it's fine. And then this is something that I'm trying out, inspired by the Calendax system. You know, if you guys have never heard of it, you can check it out. It's called the Calendax. I don't know how I feel about this, and I don't know if I'm going to use this like properly or not. Honestly, I don't know. We'll see. But I've made it first. So what I'm going to log over here is that basically events from January to June. I don't do it until December. I just do it until like June. And what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to log in events or highlights of the day. This is more like a memory kind of thingy. It's not like all work. Mostly it's just like memory keeping. So I have a memory of a goldfish. I am very bad with remembering things in my life. And sometimes it get a bit scary because sometimes, like you wonder, have you really grown from that, the kind of thing. So I want to log all of the events. I have a little bit of a space over there to maybe give it like a signifier. I've ordered that zig dot thingy, so I've ordered those. Hasn't arrived yet, but I will probably use that as signifiers. For example, if there's like important events or like important memory of highlights or wins or like whatever that I want to remember. So we'll see. And this is my 2020 milestones. I used to have like a kind of like a yearly goals in this page on 2020 bullet journal, but you know what? I'm just going to like write down the stuff that made me proud of myself in 2020. I'm just going to write it down there. And again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will be familiar with this. This is like a pocket that I made. It's just kind of like, it's just a small little DIY pocket from paper that I just folded and pasted over here. And I'm going to write like a future letter to myself and slip it in over here. I started writing future letters from 2019, the end of 2019, and I actually really like it. I just kind of like write down a little bit of like kind of like a motivation letter to myself so that I can feel a little bit more motivated to work hard and to rest hard too, that kind of thing. So yeah, like I haven't written any letter though, like this is still very empty. So after I write my letter, I'm going to slip it in, and then I'm going to read that letter at the end of 2021 or maybe even the start of 2022. And I would like to continue the tradition until I'm old and brittle, I think. Anyway, so this is like a 2021 savings, which I really like. And the way that I do my money is actually very straightforward because I am a voice coach again. So like I don't have like a set date for my salary, for my income. Some students they pay at the beginning of the month, some students at the end of the month, that kind of thing. So everything is just kind of like no set dates. That's why for me, a weekly savings work perfectly. So my philosophy in savings is that I will save up every single week without fail, even if it was just a very, very small amount of money. So for example, if I could just like save like 20 bucks on that particular week, whatever, like I would just save it. Yeah, and he has served me very, very well. So I'm going to continue this and see how it goes. This is like the 2021 focus. I am not really sure what I'm going to put in here for now. I don't want to set like too much of a crazy goal. And then this is like January. If you guys know me, like I don't really have like a theme in my bullet journaling system. Like I don't really draw in my bullet journal, so I just make sure that the color scheme kind of like work together, but I don't really have like a theme. Usually like my theme is inspired by the stickers that I use. For example, this color, this kind of like a orangey pink, red, something. Yeah, that thing, and then the green and the blue, and this become kind of like the basic idea for the color that I'm using over here. So yeah, so green, blue, and pink. So I don't really have like a set color. Sometimes I feel very monochromatic, and then I will do that. But for this one, when I was setting this up, I was feeling very colorful. Like I want to see cute colors, I want to see pastels and cute stickers and stuff like that. So that's what I did. So this is January. Yeah, and then I have like my teaching schedule calendar on this one. I made like a little bit of a signifier, which is holiday, birthday, and passion projects. So what I'm planning to do is that when I fill this up from basically deadlines for my passion projects, or like if I want to release a video or like release a song or stuff like that, I'm going to put like a signifier on this one and then transfer it over here. But I don't want to like put too much information because this will be completely filled up when I'm going back to teaching. So I'm just going to kind of like put a little bit of a signifier, like a color coding on the dates, because this is something that I will look at every day. And I put like a little bit of a signifier. So for example, if I have like a deadline on the 10th, I will put a signifier on the same day, and then I will know that, oh, there's actually something happening on the 10th, and then I can go back and check what is happening on that particular date. Again, this is like a completely new system that I am trying it out, so I don't know if it will work or not. If it doesn't work, then whatever, I will just change back to using one bullet journal system. I don't know yet. But yeah, but that's the great thing about bullet journal. I mean, like, you don't really lose pages even if like you decided to change back and forth from your system. So yeah. And then this is like my income and bills. I also put like a little bit of a savings, just kind of like a tracker over here, so I don't have to keep going back and forth to the front page. This is usually for like a tracker of who has paid what amount, the kind of thing. And this is kind of like the bills that I know for sure I will have to pay every single month, like electricity and groceries and stuff like that, insurance, tax, whatever, like over here. And then I have my expense tracker, which I have been using this format for many years now, and I love it, so I don't really change. These are basically essentials in my bullet journal system. And yeah, so that's, you have the date, the description. This is like for food and beverages. This is for shopping. Groceries are for things that I do need. Shopping is for the things that I do want. And then I have others, which is basically everything that do not fall into these three categories. So for example, birthday presents, or you know, like car tire broke down or something, I don't know, then I will put it over here on others. And then usually on the month, at the end of the month, like I will just count like how much money that I spent. And this part over here is for reflections. So usually I will sum it all up and then compare it with the one on the month, on the previous month, and then kind of like take a look at what happened, like why am I spending more, or like why am I spending less, and then how can I make it better, that kind of thing. So that is my financial tracking system that I have been using for many years right now. Okay. And then, oh yeah, this is actually something also quite new. I've never used this before. To be honest, this is loosely inspired by probably the Hobonichi. I'm not really sure. Lately, I have been like watching a lot of like Hobonichi videos and stuff like that, and this is kind of like very loosely inspired, but this is my style. So I don't know like is this going to like work or not. Honestly, I'm feeling a bit scared because like I am trying out so many new systems in 2021, so I'm not really sure. But this particular thing is basically like a weekly overview, but I have more than just 1 week because I started on Friday the 1st over there all the way until Sunday the 10th. But on the next following weeks, I will probably just have like 7 columns, but for now I have 10 columns. So over here I have like a time blocking kind of thing, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so on and so on until midnight. And what I'm going to do in here is plan ahead. This is not like real life, this is kind of like my planning system. So on Sunday the 31st, I'm going to kind of like block some time, like what do I want to do and stuff like that. And then I have like a little bit of a meal tracker. If you can't tell, that is a fork and a spoon. That is kind of like my meal symbol. And I'm going to write down like basically what did I eat and stuff like that over here. And this cute little cat, it's just for decoration. It has no meaning. It's cute. So I drew like a pencil behind it, and it was very badly drawn and I hated it, so I covered it up with like cute stickers. That's it. That's like the story. And I don't know what I'm going to use over here for now. I am not sure yet. I probably will use this either for like reflection of the day, like a mini journaling kind of thingy, or maybe like deadlines or like tasks, like future tasks that I can kind of like jot down, reminder of like what's happening on that week. I don't know yet. We'll see. And that's it. I don't set up my daily because usually for dailies, like I just kind of like go flow as I go, that kind of thing. So I just set it up until week 1, and I haven't set up the rest of it until now. So yeah, that's kind of like my main bullet journal. Great. And these are the 2 that I will use mostly, I think, throughout the year. And we are going to get into the fun stuff.